Uh-oh, Space Cadets, something's up. Our whole intro stinger isn't working. What's going on here? How embarrassing. How lackluster. What a letdown. It's not going to jump scare us or something, is it? Hold on, let me just reset everything here. Oh, big O, that's right. I don't know why it's not working today. That's fine. We'll just head on over to the station and open the door. Get on the floor. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Vector Spaceman show for sure. How's everybody doing today? Big claps, big claps. Some scuff, a little bit of scuff, a little rough. But you know what? That's just what makes us tough. That's right. Let's zoom on out here. Zoom, 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 zoom. Look, everything else is working. Just an unfortunate lack of the big intro stinger, that big exciting wow intro to the show. But otherwise, all good. Space Cadets, it's your old pal Vector Spaceman. That's me, back at it again, and we're live right here at Harbor Station. We're broadcasting on all frequencies to our beautiful planet Earth and our beautiful Space Cadets. Now, whether you're watching us live, maybe you're catching us after the show, let me tell you, are we ever glad to have you on board? Thanks to all of you for helping us make outer space the place to be. On today, Tuesday, June 25th, 2024. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back, Space Cadets. And if you're just tuning in for the first time tonight, well, let me assuage your concerns. It's not always so underwhelming. I'm Vector Spaceman, the one and only host of this one and only Vector Spaceman show. It's our final sunny Tuesday afternoon in June for the year of 2024. Such a loss. But last week's heat wave has finally passed us by, so we have a nice little proper summertime to look forward to, absent any more unforeseen consequences of our warming Earth, which is, you know, why we kick it up here in space, no doubt. I hope you're doing well, Buffy. Nice to see you. Now, you guys, if you missed the last show, we cooled off with some sporting summer antics. We picked up Fall Guys again for like the first time in a year, and we grabbed ourselves a crown, though, which it means we've still got those skills. Those skills that thrills, what pays bills. As if there was ever any doubt. And we also got a chit-chat with our fantastic Space Cadets, including talk of future collabs with friends of the show. You can expect some more fun events to be forthcoming this summertime. Speaking of which, if you want to stay up to date with all of our broadcasts so that you never, ever miss a show, then be sure to follow Vector Spaceman on Twitter, YouTube, and of course, right here on Twitch. Look at that, so convenient. Now, Space Cadets, as you know, in addition to the struggles of maintaining a working stream, we often also struggle to find things to do on the show in between major projects. But one thing that I've been reminded of recently is that we have a large and ever-growing library of titles stashed away in the form of the Epic Games Store, which gives out free games on a weekly basis. And tonight we're going to be trying out a title that sort of fits all the things that we look for in a decent distraction. Not story-heavy, usually round or level-based, puzzling perhaps. And when it can be, we expect it to be charming, whether visually or thematically. It's why we gravitate toward things like roguelikes and puzzle games and what have you. Like, of all the games that I've been hooked on over the years, the ones that I'll break away to play a few rounds of when I know I should be doing other stuff, it's things like Tetris or Minesweeper, these really primordial puzzle games, or stuff like Into the Breach or Baba Is You. And tonight's title, taken from last week's Epic Games freebie, which you can also still pick up between now and Thursday for the low price of no money, is a little game called Freshly Frosted, which is a puzzle game where we need to assemble donuts in a conveyor-type system. It looks similar in concept to another game that we tried in the past called Shapes, that's Shapes with a Z, or While True Learn, which was sort of like a programming puzzler sort of thing. This game simplifies everything down, and the reviews make it seem like it does present some challenge at later levels, so I'm down to give it a try and go nuts for donuts, as they say. All the while, of course, we will be chit-chatting with the Space Cadets about all things new and relevant in the world. So if anything special or exciting is up with you guys this week, let us know. I'm sure we'd love to talk about it. Oh, and that reminds me, before we get into things, I wanted to talk about some things happening over on the Tweetor. You guys want to take a jump over to the big screen for a sec? We'll just shoop over here. I wanted to show some stuff off. And we're gonna full screen this so we don't give anything away. And we're gonna toggle that screen, and there we go. You guys, it's the Small VTuber Awards. Nominations have opened as of yesterday. And so this is something that applies to so many of our, how you say, compatriots, our cohort, our co-stars in a lot of ways. Eligible nominees must be under 100 concurrent viewer average and 10,000 follower or subscribers or less. Nominations are open between now and July 30th, and they give a little link to a Google form that you can fill out if you want to nominate any streamers, any small streamers that you guys feel deserving of appreciation. I know I'm going to be nominating, well, just about everybody that I know. Folks like Coffee, who's up in the chat, folks like the members of the Nova Swarm, folks like Tomato Master even, folks like Alpine, folks like Neff, Monayu, Corey, everybody that we hang around with really sort of falls under this distinction. And who knows, maybe somebody will get the little shout out that they deserve. So that's great. You guys keep an eye on the Small VTuber Awards. And hey, maybe if you even think a Spaceman could use a nomination, then maybe somebody will do that for us as well. But yeah, we're gonna be hyping up everybody that we can, because all our fellow friends here in the creative space, they deserve some recognition, I think. And here is, let me just toggle screens here for a sec. Here's another thing that I wanted to show off. This was something that just came to my attention like a minute before stream started. And I wanted to experience this with you guys. All right, check this out. This is, allegedly, Toys R Us, famous retailer brand Toys R Us, releasing the first OpenAI Sora-generated brand commercial. Generative AI in commercials. And I wanted to watch this with you guys and see what's going on. And maybe we can experience it together. So it looks like all these videos are the same. So let's just pick one. And we'll watch it from the beginning. And we can experience this together. All right, let me toggle audio here. I want to see this. Show us what you got.
Did you ever wonder how Toys R Us and Jeffrey the Giraffe came to be? The son of a bike shop owner, Charles Lazarus, had a vision that would go on to change toy stores forever.
See, it looks weird, but I don't know if I would have pegged it as AI right off the bat.
The greatest toy store there is.
And I'm sure it's not 100% because stuff like their logo, they'd really want to make sure that's consistent.
Maybe if I did, I wouldn't be.
Can we see that again? Can we play that back again? I want to see this giraffe blink. Didn't that look odd? Blech.
I wouldn't be in Toys R Us.
Toys R Us was the dream of Charles Lazarus. May all of your dreams come true too.
Okay, so very saccharine.
And the dream continues on with a Toys R Us at every Macy's.
Oh wow, so they're sort of coming back. So this is really more of an American thing. Because you guys might not know this. Toys R Us never went out of business, never went bankrupt in Canada. It's continued to be operating here for all these years. It only went into receivership in the United States, and now it looks like they're becoming like a boutique part of Macy's or something like that. But yeah, that was awful. That was, the texture on the toys looked very, yeah, no, it's terrible. Like, we know this is a company that lost all its money due to poor brand management. So in some sense, that is, not surprising. Because here's what I've been thinking lately. Like, what does AI in advertising, like, what does it communicate to the customer, except that your company doesn't have the financial means or stability to either retain in-house talent or hire outside talent to actually produce, like, marketing material? And so what sort of confidence does that inspire in your company or your product or whatever it is that you're trying to showcase? Like, I don't know that companies haven't caught on to that yet. Because if consumers are going to be like, ew, we don't like this and it reflects poorly on you, then one would expect that would outweigh whatever cost savings are involved. You know what I mean? Anyways, that was that was our first time looking at that, and I'd rather not look at it again. That was gross. I need to go to Toys R Us. I really miss it, so just come on up to Canada, Buffy. Take a big long road trip. You can have all the Toys R Us you want, and then some. Yeah, no, it never went out of business here. So we've been having giraffes and colorful, kid-centric advertising for years and years and years. It's like companies don't understand that we hate AI imagery. Yeah, so I don't think they're, advertising is like one-way communication. Maybe once they start, hearing back from the people that are actually being exposed to this, maybe we'll see a little bit of a shift. But no, that's the first time I've seen like a big-ish company try to use it in their advertising. And it still looks bad. And it doesn't inspire confidence. So, I hope that doesn't become a trend. That's Spaceman's 2 cents for the evening. Yeah, you guys get that one for free. Let me know how much you guys hate AI ads in the chat. All right, you guys, on a more positive note, let's shift gears a little bit here. We're going to be getting into this game freshly frosted. We're going to be giving it a shot. And all the while, of course, we'll be continuing to chit-chat with the Space Cadets. And for those of you at home just listening in today, whenever, well, you can just keep on listening on. We're glad to have you. And with that said, let's make the best donut factory that we can, you guys. It's the Canadian thing to do. We've learned a lot from Tim Hortons and the like. So let me put my hands on here. Where are you? Gaming hands. There we go. And let's head on back to the big screen and get into some freshly frosted. There we go. And we're tabbing. There we go. All right, audio switch, because we're doubling up. All right, so like I said, this is our very first time experiencing this. I think we'll turn that down just a wee bit. Very stylish.
Volume 6.
Volume 6.
Volume 7.
You know what, narration? You can stay on Volume 7. That's fine. There's a narrator? That's interesting. Ba-doop. Alright, let's give it a go. Hopefully they're going to give us some sort of tutorial. You guys can play along at home.
It's so hard to sort out my mind.
Oh no, it's going to be one of those indie,
I come to this meadow,
like, thought-provoking,
look up at the sky.
like, the main character's got
my jumbled
issues.
head is floating in the clouds. As a simple donut factory, I can take my time to sort out. Will
We
you
appreciate a
help
good donut factory, though.
me? Just
We
go
will
to
help
get
you,
from point
disembodied
A to
voice.
point B. In this case, point A is the oven on the left, and point B is the delivery counter on the right.
Okay, pretty
Move the
straightforward.
mouse to move over to the highlighted tile.
You know what? The layout kind of reminds me of like the level setup for the Overcooked games.
Hold
Those are always fun too. Hold mouse and move around to place
Now
some
make a path from the left
conveyors.
oven. Sweet.
Bam.
Now click the play button in the top right to get this factory.
Look at that. We were excessive, but we've got donuts on top of donuts, and they're schmoovin'.
Nice.
And we've got Cheetos. Okay,
Ooh, time for frosting. I love frosting.
throw us a
Now we
curveball
need to
here.
pass by the frosting station.
All right, so we got a. Presumably, this arrow
Left
is
click to
the
place those
delivery
convey-
nozzle, if you will. And we play and see how it works. Get frosted. Look at that.
Nice.
Success. Big success.
Sprinkles.
So I think they said there's
Frosting first,
144
then sprinkles.
puzzles. So we're still
You know,
on
or
like
the sprinkles
the
don't stick.
what I presume is like the initiation, the tutorial. Okay, we gotta get frosted, we gotta get sprinkled. So we can go like this, like that, like that. You're gonna have to do better than that, game.
All right. You're getting
Charming
this.
game design, though.
So first frosting, then
First frosting, then sprinkles. Okay. See, I was thinking like this, but then of course we can't do that because we can't pass through, so what we have to do is like this, and then like that. We gotta go around the outside, like Marshall Mathers taught us. Speaking of, kind of off topic, but did you guys, because this was a couple weeks ago now, did you guys see that new Eminem
made
song,
that
that
look
new
so
Eminem
easy.
video that came out, Houdini? Like, it felt super derivative of like the old stuff, the old Slim Shady era. And I think the video itself, like, carries 90% of it.
spring is so lovely. The pastel sky.
But I
right
gotta
now-
admit, it was a fun watch. It was a fun watch. Okay. So we gotta go like bada-bam, bada-bam, bada-bam. Bada-bam, bada-bam, bada-bam. Just like that. These sort of like tile coverage puzzles remind me a lot of like the kind of dungeon puzzles that you'd see in the like the Game Boy Zelda games. They'd always have something where you gotta walk in a very precise line and around curves and stuff like that. Very reminiscent of that.
Okay, after the frosting and sprinkles
Oh,
comes
there's
whipped cream.
more. Whipped cream.
Don't ask me why the whipped cream doesn't fall through the hole.
Because it's just that good. Alright, we gotta get frosted, then sprinkled, then whipped. Alright, so that means we gotta go like this, then bada-bam. Oh, but hold on. We gotta get to this side. Okay. So we really have to conserve our space here. Just like that. Just like that. Nothing to it. Easy peasy.
Oh, thank you.
Frosting physics at work right here.
Did you know that donuts are usually fried? I used to think they were all baked.
You know what? I kind of thought that too. Donuts never struck me as like a deep fried food. Because they don't, I don't know, they never like taste or feel greasy or anything like that. Alright, so same parameters. We gotta get here. Okay, this is just a spiral. That's fine. Get frosted, get sprinkled, get whipped, and donezo.
Sweet.
Sweet is right.
Ooh, cherries on top.
Okay.
So that's frosting, sprinkles, whipped cream,
Then cherries. Then out of here. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Are we going to see multiple different varieties at the same time? That's a good question. Okay, so we got to trace from here. We've got some outside space to work with. This is actually... I think this is actually quite simple. We just go like this. Then we trace the interior. And there we go. Come on, throw a real challenge at us.
If you click the fast forward icon in the top right, your factory will speed up. Click again to stop.
But then I don't get to see the whole process, man. What's your favorite donut, you guys? If you're listening in at home.
Looks good.
For me, it's gotta be, I think it's always been like a honey cruller. And there's a distinction. I should make a distinction. Because I realize that some people say cruller and some people say cruller, but they're two different types of donuts. A cruller is like a I think it's like a Belgian or Dutch, like circular fluted donut, whereas the cruller is like a long, thin, like almost like a fritter sort of thing. Oh, I got a Chivo just for letting it run for too long. Awesome.
You might notice.
Let us know your favorite donuts, Space Cadets.
Thanks for sticking with me.
Okay, we're gonna take a short break, a short 30-second ad break, so that we don't get jumped by ads unexpectedly. God ending. Oh, hold on. That's a bot. That's a bot. We don't want that in the chat. Get out of here. Get out of here. Oh, shoot. And every time I click off the game, it loses focus. All right, we're taking that 30-second ad. We'll be right back, you guys. Here, I thought we were getting some lively debate up in the chat. No, sir. Just robots. And on the day where we show off that awful Toys R Us AI ad, what are the odds? What are the odds? And it looks like we're back. Alright, let's refocus on the game. There we go. Okay, so we've got 4 different, how you say, dealios to deal with. Where's our exit? Our exit is right there. Alright, now it's starting to be a challenge. Because how are we supposed to do this one? We've got to go out here. Oh, I see how it works now. Okay. Not as difficult as I thought. Then we just go all the way back around. Look at him go. Zoom! Do we have success? We have great success. There we go.
Looks good.
First try. It is mildly hypnotic, though, when you think about it.
I could really go for a donut right now, but imagine if we had to eat all these.
Hey, challenge accepted, man. Challenge accepted. Alright, this looks like we got crisscross in and out. Of all these different bits and bobs. Okay, we come out here. We get frosted. We get sprinkled. We come back up this way. Yeah, alright. You gotta give us something more challenging, game. Look at this. Completely donezoed.
Nice. We've got a lot of room to work with this time. That's good, right? What if we... wait. I don't know. You got this.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Is this one going to be deceptively challenging? How could it? We gotta go out. We gotta leave a little track here. So you can almost do this backwards as well. Oh shoot, undo.
If you want, you can clear the board by clicking the reset icon in the top right.
No need, we've got this, we are mighty. How do we get... We gotta go in from here, okay. Which means... Ooh, this one is deceptively challenging. Okay. We gotta get to the frosting without bypassing this. I think I've got it. See, now we have that track left behind. Go like this. See how we skirt it there. And there we go. We used up almost the entire board. Actually, I wonder if there's a...
Oh, to start the factory, click the play button.
Chivo. Right. Let's do this one again. Maybe there's a Chivo for using the entire board. Doesn't that sound like something that a game developer would do? There we go. Now we're thinking. Now we're thinking with donut blocks.
You had it. Click the undo button in the top right to undo.
Now we don't have to undo. See? Watch this. It's going to go all the way. It's going all the way. We're going to have a donut on every tile. Those arrows. Hypnotic. And there we go, see?
Nice.
I did not get a Chivo for that. That's unfortunate. I thought that would have been a surefire win.
It feels like spring comes to an end so quickly. Things can heat up real fast, I suppose.
Don't we know it? It's that summertime. Alright, we gotta get over here. And we gotta hook back. So let's see. What's the best way to do this? So we gotta be able to get over here to get sprinkled as well. Okay, cherries are gonna be the last one. So we can just pass by here on the way back. We can go into here, cherries exit. So, but we can't crisscross. We can't cross over. Actually, here's a question. What happens if stuff loops?
There's a delivery counter that has no path into it. Every delivery counter needs to get a donut.
It gets backed up. Alright, this is interesting. I got a Chivo for making a loop. Alright, that's fine. Because what this means... it's not constantly feeding out. It's only when there's stuff going on. So what this means is that we could have donuts pass by the same place multiple times to collect the ingredients or the steps as they come up. That's a possible method. If only we could figure out a way for that to work. However, I'm kind of convinced that this one should have a straightforward solution. Let's backtrack it. So it goes from here to here to here. Problem is, there's only so much space around the emitter here. Which is why I'm thinking we probably go through here. And then hook up. Or let's consider the thought that I had earlier. If we pass by the sprinkle one first, will it get sprinkled before it gets frosted? That's the question that this is all riding on. Then we pass by the frosting, and we pass by the cherries. We pass by the frosting again. Shoot, I don't think that works. I don't think that works, cadets. This is going to seem so obvious when we finally figure it out. It's games like this, like, do you guys remember, if you were here from the beginning, the weeks we spent playing Baba Is You? We used to play that on the weekends. And it would always be some super obvious solution when we finally got around to it. But it's just seeing it at first. That's the problem, right? Right? That's right. Alright, let's reverse engineer it with the idea that we had. Okay. So we can build this in pieces here. Care for a hint is what just popped up for me. No, we don't want a hint. Come on, we can do this. We're mighty. We can figure this out. question is, how do we get from here? Okay, I think I'm seeing it now. Yes, I think I'm seeing it now. We gotta go like this. Then get our sprinkle on. Then get frosted. Then back on the path. So we didn't actually have to use any sort of ingredient bypassing loop-de-loop tricks, though we did figure out that those are possible. We can see here, it was just a very circuitous path to the end. Okay, but we figured it out. We got there in the end.
Awesome job.
We thought it through. Donut box complete. What does that mean? Does that mean the tutorial's done? Did we figure it out? Are we on to bigger and better things? Wow, look at all our creations, you guys. Don't we feel clever? Look at all that unused space. Now it just feels wasteful. Box 2, Summer Adventure. Okay, so we've got sets of 12 puzzles. And we've got, I think the game was telling us, like 12 different sets. So this is great. We can get more and more complex. Let's see what Box 2 has in store.
Summertime.
New
now
recipes.
It's time for even more donuts at once. Sometimes you can't solve stuff with just one path. You gotta use every oven and every delivery counter.
Alright, but isn't that just straight shot from one to the other? Very symmetrical.
Awesome job.
I thought so.
The delivery counters show which type of donut they want. In the top left, you'll see all the types of donuts we're making. Right now, we need a plain, a frosted, and a sprinkled.
Okay, so now we're getting into actual gameplay here. Alright. Now we've got a challenge to sort out. We've got different orders. So we want a plain one, we want a frosted one, and we want a frosted with sprinkles. But we have 3 emitters and we have 3 receivers. It doesn't look like we have to worry about splitting off one of our production lines just yet. Though I'm imagining that might be some future challenge. That's what I'm thinking. As for right now, though, let's see. We can probably just do straight ahead here. And right into there. That was pretty underwhelming in terms of a puzzle. But they're teaching us the rules here. We can get more creative with it.
I knew you could do it.
After they show us the ropes.
Time to make a frosted and a plain donut.
And a
Living
plain
the simple
donut.
life.
Okay, let's see here. So we gotta go to here, and this one's gotta go around the outside. Right? That's right. That's right.
Awesome job. Sometimes there's so much going on in my head, you need to focus to see how it all fits together. Kinda like this.
Yeah, we were watching a friend of the show, Maven, reacting to the summer game showcase comfy games. And this seems like the kind of game that would fit right into a genre like that, a description like that. Okay, plain, frosted, and sprinkled. Let's see. We gotta figure out which of these can actually reach which receiver. For example, here's a straight shot. Not quite a straight shot. To the sprinkles. There's our frosted. And this would be the plain route. Still easy, still easy. Throw us a curveball here.
Look at all these
Okay, here we go.
One of each. What do you think the filling is in these? I hope it's a nice summery lemon filling.
Summer lemon. Why not? Okay, now we are definitely getting more intricate. Let's see. This could be the path to a frosted. Let's presume that this is the path to the cherried one. This would then be our plain. There's our sprinkled. And the cream filling. Thankfully, that one was pretty straightforward, but I can imagine some crazy contraption that's kind of like that.
Oh, they're doubled up. 2 frosted and 2 whipped cream.
Okay, and we're asymmetrical, so let's find the best path forward here. I'm thinking that. I'm thinking that. Then this one's going to have to go the long way around so that this one can slide right into there. See, I'm liking it when the whole board gets filled up. That's a success right there.
I knew you could do it.
Thanks, positive game announcer.
This one looks simple. Wait, how do you...
See, we love one that looks simple. Okay, it is not quite symmetrical. It's mirrored. Although it's not quite mirrored. It's... We can figure this out. We can figure this out. See, that produces one. Again, we're not seeming to be able to split them off between lines, between production lines yet, so... How do we do this? Let's see. Presuming that this one has to go through the whole thing and then come back into here. Let's try with this one first. Man, how is this one supposed to work here? Let's see. Maybe I was getting too far away. Let's see. I was thinking, do they have to cross over onto each other's delivery lines at some point? Because that could happen, right? They can be split off at one point. And then come back. Alright, that's a pretty straightforward delivery. We might not actually have to do any sort of splitting off. Hold on, I think we got this. And we'll just fill it all in entirely for good measure. I think that's it. See, we just had to play around with it. No crisscrossing, no nothing. Two distinct delivery lines. Here they go, and look at that.
Nice job.
See, we got this donut master over here.
Hey, thanks for all your help. You're doing great.
We're doing great. Did you get it, you guys? Did you get it? You guys, did you get it? I hope you got it. Okay, we need one of each except plain. And we still have 4 emitters and 4 receivers. This one seems like it should be a straight shot. Like, that seems pretty obvious. So obvious, in fact, why did they even put it in? It almost raises the question, is it too obvious? We'll just have to wait and see. As for the straight frosted one, that looks like a pretty easy way to get to it. There's our build route, and finally... See, it's coming off too easy almost. Not that it doesn't feel great to figure it out, but at the same time, we want to be challenged a little bit, pushed a little bit, you know?
Donut making is older than sliced bread. We should be saying that's the best thing since donut factories.
It's a pretty compelling argument. And I'm not going to make a case against it. Solid rationale. Alright, what do we need here? Everything except fruit-filled. See, I was hoping we'd get, like, different designs and stuff between the two between the different boxes, the different sets of levels. Alright. If I was a betting spaceman, that's a pretty straightforward one right there. As is that. And then, of course, there's that. Whoops. Which leaves that to be our plane delivery. Speed it up. Let's see it in action. Nailed it.
Good.
First try, man. It's like we know a thing or two about donuts.
Or I could have 2 donuts.
Why not both, though? Have 3. Alright, frosted, sprinkled, whipped. Now this is making me hungry for donuts as well, Buffy. What's your favorite type of donut, Buffy? I was saying earlier, I'm like a classic glazed or a honey cruller fan. Honey cruller's a big one. That's a good one. That's a top-tier donut right there. You know, some people just like a regular old, like, chocolate or Boston cream or something like that. There's so many kinds. Everyone is different. Everyone is donuts. A jelly donut. Nice. Ah, the maple donuts. We know a thing or two about the maple donut. Take anything, though? Yeah. It's hard to go wrong with a donut. Now, how are we going to figure this one out here? Maple donut is a top-tier donut? Rig? Speaking truth? Vector Spaceman, attorney at law, eating donuts. Well, of course. When you're dealing with, you know, high-powered executive clients, you gotta confer over Canada's tastiest treat. It's the donut. We go nuts for the donuts. How are you doing, Archaic? How are you doing, Rig? I hope everybody's well tonight. We're talking about donuts. We're playing games about donuts. We're going nuts for donuts. Happy Tuesday, everybody. I hope everybody's Tuesday is going swell. And if you're within arm's reach of a donut, I hope that you're enjoying yourself. We've been playing this charming little puzzler. Thank you for the drink, Buffy. I need that drink. Let's all take a drink, you guys. Glug, glug, glug. Chilling after work before tonight's driving lesson. Rig's got driving lessons? Are you getting a new license classification, or did you just never have your G? What's going on? I'm okay. Mana just finished Tomodachi, so jumped here. Nice, nice. I hope that went well. I hope everybody's been enjoying Manayu's playthrough of Tomodachi Life. I hope everyone is, you know, feeling consoled, even though Tomodachi Life didn't get an updated version for the Switch. I know a lot of people were hoping for that in the latest Nintendo Direct. I hope we've all learned to survive and endure. Meanwhile, we're over here trying to put donuts into receiver nodes. And we were also watching a video of an AI-generated Toys R Us commercial video that they actually made, like, as an advertisement, like it was a good thing. Like they were proud of it. Funny enough, due to lots of non-life stuff, I still only have my L. Well, okay, get out there and drive then, Rig. Everybody else, get off the road. Rig's on the rampage. What do you mean you're tired of donuts? At my restaurant, we made a deal with the Dunkin' Donuts next to us and gave them 2 orders of garlic knots in exchange for 1 dozen donuts. Girl messed up and gave you 12 dozen donuts, so you got 144 donuts for 2 orders of garlic knots? First of all, it sounds like you came out ahead, like winners. That's a good deal. Good deal. You felt so bad, so you sent them 2 pizzas? Still, I think that's I still think you guys made out like bandits in that trade. Donuts probably freeze. Like, you could probably put them in a freezer and just de-thaw them. Sorry, de-thaw? No, thaw. Thaw them. Defrost. Take them out to eat at your leisure. If I was a frosted donut, what would be the best path to take here? Let's see. It might actually be something like this. We go around the outside into here. Would that work, though? Could that possibly work, though? Or do we have to go, like, around and up and down or through here? Because I don't think that works, because we can't make this turn here, unfortunately. So I think this might go like this. That would satisfy that one. Girl probably got fired for that kind of mistake. Nah, I mean, at the end of the day, donuts still cost like, I don't know, 10 cents to make or something like that. It's gotta be something ridiculous. But if she does get fired, definitely don't let her into your restaurant. No, you don't want her giving away 112 garlic knots or whatever. Those premium spices. What kind of pizzas did you give them, though? See, maybe you made it up that way. Some artisanal thing. I want to believe you did the right thing. Oh, hold on. We're getting double frosted here, so that's not going to work either. But we could go like... No, we couldn't. We couldn't do that. We could not do that. But what if we did this? What if we snaked around... No, I don't think that would work either. At most, we could do something like this. But then how do we snake in here and out and around again? You know, that's the real question. That's a question that plagues me. Only 1 large cheese and 1 large pepperoni? Alright, well, the facts of the matter are in. You guys robbed that poor donut shop. See, here at Spaceman Donuts, we take ourselves a little more seriously. We're constantly trying to optimize our donut output. What's going to be the optimal path to get to here? Presumably, something that goes like this. Which would mean we'd have to go around the outside into there. So now we're just left with this half to deal with. So if we did something like this, could we still make this work? I suppose we could, because we could go like this, and then right into the receiver, and then we play it out, we speed it up a bit. This side's taking the longest. But look at that. Everything's going where it's supposed to. We figured it out, you guys. We didn't have to use any goofy tactics. I'm presuming those goofy tactics are coming.
They must be like 2 feet wide.
I'd take a 2-foot donut, sure. Okay. Cherries here. So I'm presuming a straight shot into there, which would necessitate a route like this. Something like that. This one then must go right into there. And here comes the other one. See, I like it when we fill up the board, but unfortunately, it seems like there's very limited room for different types of solutions. Which I guess, you know, for a puzzle game, maybe there should only be one solution, but I don't know, it feels kind of limited.
Summer is already coming to an end. Soon the leaves will fall from the trees.
Man, we're just getting into
Thanks
summer.
for helping me through the warm months.
You're out of season, narrator. Alright, so it's all the same recipe. We just gotta get them from point A to point B. Throughout all this mumbo-jumbo here. Presumably that will be the shot there. Let's connect it here. Like that. What if we did something like this? That's nice and compact. That takes care of one of them. The second one must come through here. We're sort of backtracking it here. I'm thinking we go like this. And then the last one, we just have to trace our way like that right to the finish. Again, a complete board fill. Very satisfying.
Looks good.
I thought so too, and there's another box complete. Okay, so that second box introduced multiple, you know, producers and receivers. Let's see what box 3 has in store for us. I know, look at all this, look at all these donut factories we've made here. Reminder, you can still get this game for free. That's a big $0 over at the Epic Games Store between now and Thursday, because they update the free game every Thursday. So you've got like a day and a half to claim it. And then you get to keep it forever, which is a pretty good deal. Pretty good deal. Looks complicated for no reason? It does. See, they should let us set where the inputs and outputs are, but then it wouldn't be a puzzle game, would it? Autumn sunset. Let's take a look here. Ah, we've got eclairs now.
New things. New season, new colors.
We've got like
new
cruller
style,
shapes.
New confusion about where to go and what to do. I guess the delivery counters will accept any donut now. We're gonna have to figure out which donut goes where ourselves.
Okay. That's how they switched it up. Okay, so we get to choose what the receivers take, but one of them has to take one of these each. And we do have to produce all 3 of them. So for example, this like straightaway here can only take the plain one. So that'll be that. No, that's not right. So our 2 receivers are right here. I see now. Gotta go like that. And then the other one can go like that. And we can fill it all in just to be extra. And there we go.
Awesome job.
I thought so too.
At least we know what we're trying to make. We can still check the top left to help us out.
That's right. That's right. Okay. So the plain one should go here, I think. Because it's got just the plane real close to it. So how about something like that? And this one can go like this, and it can trace all the way around. Get stamped.
Nice.
There is a game called
I love a good
Plate Up, I believe it's called. It's kind of like Overcooked, but it's more like restaurant management and running around, and it's kind of like round based. You can earn like perks and stuff like that. We've never played it on the show, but I've seen people playing it, and I've seen friends in real life playing it. And they always tend to get into like these automated conveyor belts for food delivery and stuff like that. So this game kind of reminds me of a very stripped down puzzle version of that. How's about we go like that? How's about we need to get those sprinkles, eh? Well then, how's about we go like this? And then the last one. The last one has to do with this cream filling. So let's deal with that one first. Something's got to pass by here. And I'm given to thinking that it might actually be like a big loop like that, then pops into here. Yes, because then this one can just be our frosted, and this one will be frosting and sprinkles. Let's see the whole thing play out, huh? We did it again, Space Cadets. By golly. Nobody knows donut delivery like Vector Spaceman.
I wonder which donut goes where. I wish they would all go straight into my mouth.
Word, true. Your twin just walked by and said you look like a chibi version of a Star Wars Rebel pilot from A New Hope. So because of the shape of the helmet and like a slight orange, like I can definitely see with the orange, and you know what? It would even look more similar. More similar, in fact. Hold on, let me tab over here. I'm just gonna hide myself for a second. Chop, 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 chop. I can't remember if Blues was around during the time of our OG Spaceman model, but if you haven't seen it before, here we are. Here's the original Vector Spaceman. You guys, it's been a while since we've been on the show. Well, check it out. This was our original Vector Spaceman. Again, all Vector Spaceman made. The helmet's largely the same, just we don't have, the same range of motion. The mouth's a little different. A little more floaty. Blah, 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 blah. And, the arms don't move as much. The zipper and the what do you call it? The mic arm on the helmet, they don't bobble around or anything like that. But yeah, definitely with like the jumpsuit, the full orange jumpsuit, I could see that looking more Rebel-esque as well. Let me just skedaddle down here. We'll switch back. A little trip down memory lane. Never miss an opportunity to bring OG Spaceman around. There we are, and let me resize myself. Zoop, there we go. Back to normal. Put my hands on. Where are my hands at? Where are my gaming hands at? There we go. Where were we? Switching the right audio. There we are. I didn't know you had a twin though, Blue. Well, I hope they're also a Blue of culture. That they also enjoy fine streams and fine streamers. Though I will say, as we're working on like the Vector Spaceman 3.0, the 3D model, it is kind of nice to know that, alright, I can look at like existing references and stuff like that, like the Rebel helmet is like an accidental similarity sort of thing, but yeah, we could definitely sort of take a look at the different angles on that if I wanted to. Like, I don't really have a firm grasp of like what the helmet is supposed to look like from behind, because we've never had to like draw it from behind or anything like that. We've only had to do like a 3/4 like turn at most. So we know some of the basic shape, but we sort of got to figure out, you know, what goes on back there. What goes on behind the Spaceman? Alright, what if this straightaway... Oh no, but it can't be. Because we got like crisscross here, it looks like. So maybe that is our middle one. Nope, can't be the middle one. But maybe it could be the sprinkly one. Yes, I believe it could be. And then this one could be the frosted, and this one going all the way outside, that can be our plain one.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, so easy. They almost had us there.
The sunset is so beautiful. I know most people think of donuts as a breakfast thing, but I personally think they're an anytime thing.
An anytime food, you're right. Alright, we gotta make a real extra one here. I'm inclined to thinking that that's gonna be the route. Or if it goes like this sprinkle, sprinkle onto the cream, onto the cherries, and then out of here. But then where do we find the frosting? Let's reset here. Basically all we know is that this one is going to exit here. But where's it going to enter from? Maybe up here? Yeah, like that seems the best route. How are we supposed to get something that loops in here? So that's got to be the straight sprinkly one. Nothing but sprink. Just like that. Alright. And the last one is sprinkles with cream. So we can go like this and double back. And it's like we're doing a Zelda puzzle. Look at that. Another full board. Speed it up. Let's see this.
Great job.
Nothing to it. Easy peasy.
Hey, have I said thank you recently? No? Well, thank you.
Remember to say thank you
Always better
recently,
with a
Space
friend.
Cadets. We'll do it right now. Thank you, Space Cadets, for chilling out on a sunny Tuesday afternoon in June with the Vector Spaceman of the Vector Spaceman Show. Thanks for keeping us company. Thanks for letting us keep you company. We could do something like... that. But then how are we supposed to get this one all the way around here? So it must have been a trick. It must have been a trap. Huh. This one's a little more complex. Let's see. You gotta go sprinkles first, then this. Do we finally get to do like a loop-de-loop, like a double up? Let's see. That wouldn't be necessary, would it? Would it? Maybe there's just a way to this that I'm not seeing.
It looks like you're...
Don't tell me I'm going the wrong way, game. I'm just trying to figure things out here. Does that give us enough space? Let's see. Still no, I think. Still no. You go back onto the same loop. So it goes like this, it goes around. But then what? It never reaches there. Never reaches. Perhaps it was a trip, a trap, a trick, a trap, a trip, a track. It can reach? Well, we'll figure this out then. We'll figure this out. I'm thinking maybe we had the wrong emitters, but maybe it can reach. And I was just counting it wrong. Don't give us no hints here. We gotta believe harder? Yeah, that's true. We gotta believe. We gotta believe in ourselves and the Space Cadets who believe in us. All right, so let's analyze what we know here. This emitter is not going to be going into this receiver. It's going to be going into this receiver. But if that's the case, then it's got to get some... Maybe I was wrong. Hold on. Maybe we were wrong the whole time. And we're just a silly spaceman. Because what were we saying before? That it would go like that. But what if? What if? Here's a question. Can we completely remove everything? Does one of these have to go, 100% have to go, into each receiver? Or can we put both of them into one receiver? Let's find out. So let's just produce one path. No, but would that wouldn't work, would it? So hold on, this, maybe, let's play it out. So now they're both going into one receiver. Every delivery counter needs to get a donut is what they're telling me. But why? Why? Why is this not working? See, we're receiving these. These ones are getting sprinkled. Then they get creamed because I've got the sprinkles, and now we've produced both. Alright, so they're telling me that everyone needs a receiver.
If you like, you can get a hint in the pause menu.
A hint? We don't need no hints. What we need is a 30-second ad break. That's what we need. Alright, you guys, we're going to muddle this over and we'll be back in half a minute. Enjoy yourselves. We're running it. And if you're a space ace, a super cadet, then you get to hang around with Spaceman for 30 seconds. As we try to sort out what could be going on here. And we take much needed breaks. And much needed drinks. If you got a beverage, imbibe, indulge. Get your glug on. But Baloo was right. We gotta believe in ourselves. We can do this. We're strong, we're talented, we're mighty. We can figure this out. Let's swap back. Alright, presumably, this is going to be the exit for the cream-filled one. And if that is true, then perhaps we could do something as enterprising as this. No, wait, hold on. What did I just do? Now I've got two exits. Now it's going to two different exits. Hold up, hold up. Right, because we need to go here and then link up with the frosting. Okay. Then how on earth? How on earth? Do we get from here to here? I just don't see it working, cadets. It boggles the mind. My mind sufficiently boggled. Well is right. But don't you go giving us hints. We're gonna figure this out. Look inside ourselves. Yeah, oh, hold on. I had the cheat codes hidden in my pocket the whole time. We just had to look inside of ourselves and open our third eye. Listen, the two eyes that we got are pretty wide, pretty open to begin with. I'm not sure what good having a third one's going to do us, but I'll take it under advisement. That's for sure. I'll give it a thought while I'm puzzling out these donut conundrums. So here's the real question. Is this cream-filled one going to wind up in here, or is it going to wind up over here? And if it is going to wind up over here, how is it going to get there? I'm partial to thinking that it's going to go like that. Perhaps we do something like this. And then this one can go like this. That wasn't so hard now that we finally figured it out, was it? Let's see if that works. That looks like everything's on track.
Looks
Baller!
Good.
Check that out.
Whoa, that's a big one. I feel like it's gonna get crowded in here real
We got
fast.
a lot of space to work on this one. We gotta make two different types, but two of them are three different receivers, two of the same type. Blah. Which leads me to believe that this one is going to exit out like this. Could that one be so simple? And then, see, I think I see what they're doing here. And then the last one, we have to snake all the way around. This one's pretty straightforward. It's just needlessly visual, I guess. They're just trying to impress with the look of it. It didn't have to be that large. We do a big speed up here. There we go.
Nice job. What could be more autumn than a tasty
It's a game that's
pumpkin?
designed to make you feel clever.
Something pumpkin, I guess.
Pumpkin is definitely a fall flavor. I'm thinking we gotta do something like, yeah, like this. And to the exit. And then the last one, pretty straightforward. Again, just filling in tile space. The third eye did work. You were right, Blue. Does it hurt to squint, to blink? Now that I've got this, this torn upper eyeball, absolutely. But maybe it was all worth it in the end to figure out a donut puzzle game.
Ooh, pretty colors. That usually means we gotta make one with all the toppings.
How'd you tear your eyeball? Well, to get to that third eye, gotta rip that bad boy open. That's how you figure out puzzle games. Most definitely. All right, we've got four different varieties here. I feel like we can sort of narrow down the exit paths, even though they're not specifically labeled anymore. We can see which ones go where. That one might connect into that. I'm not 100% sure yet. Though I am fairly sure. And then this one can wrap back around. You gotta find a route to sprinkles. It would go like that. And then this one, just straight plain. Can we fill in any more space just for funsies? Not really by the looks of it. Here we could. Bam, look at that. Very sporting. Maximum donutage. That's 2. We need 2 more varieties. Make it to the end. That's 3. And that's 4.
Nice.
Easy peasy. They're up in the numbers, but it's not really that much more difficult.
Have you ever had one of those cheeseburgers that uses donuts as the bun?
Ew, no, that sounds awful.
It's like a donut turducken.
That's definitely an American thing. Because I have heard of that before, where they'll use like a Krispy Kreme donut instead of a hamburger bun. And it's not like something that, let's go down to, the restaurant and just order it. It's very much like a spectacle item. But some people eat it, and that's concerning enough. That's called the Luther. There you go. And it reminds me of you guys must have had them as well in the Murica, but we had them here too. The Double Down from KFC, where they replaced the bun of their chicken sandwich with just more chicken with 2 things of fried chicken. And I had a friend who would eat one of those like before every exam that he took, just to get him, I guess, hyped up and I don't know, properly sodiumated. That looks like an easy one right there. This would go around the back. And then this one, let's fill it all in, huh? Or as much as we can. Man, I wanted to fill in more space. There we go. I think that's as much as we can get. Vaguely remember that. Don't really eat KFC like that, though, so I'm unsure. It was very much because it was so widely accessible, it was very much like a news story. It's like, what are they doing? What do you mean you're just gonna make your bun fried chicken? I actually don't think that we can get them here
Frosting
anymore.
comes before sprinkles.
Frosting comes before sprinkles, oh no! We screwed it up. We messed up the order. Alright. Maybe we can salvage this. Let's not fret. Frosting comes before sprinkles. Alright, we might have to... completely redo this, because how is this supposed to work? Here's how it's going to work. It's going to go frosting, sprinkles, big loop around the backside, into the exit. But then how does the other one go frosting, sprinkles? How? How? Let's consider our points of available frostage, if you will. We could do one like that. And maybe we set that to the middle one, so that this one can still go straight around. That would have to connect there. And then we could do this. Wow. Let's test it out, test it out. Easy.
Yay!
Second time's the charm.
Those topping machines are all over the place. It's amazing.
Amazing. Get it, you guys? Get it, you guys? Alright, we gotta crack this labyrinth. Call me Theseus over here. Ugh, what? We didn't appreciate that Greek myth joke? Who is that lady? That's the narrator. That's our charming narrator. Who shows up to say non sequiturs at the start of every puzzle. We're actually gonna hire her to do the intro to the Spaceman show, so you get to hear her all the time. Frosting comes before sprinkles. We know this. We know this to be true. This seems like the most obvious path to finish one up. She's the one in charge of the setting up this horrid donut building designs. Yes, this is all in her mind. Her fantasy donut factorio environment. You can blame her for everything that you're seeing. So once again, this one actually seems pretty straightforward because all the topping paths seem pretty neatly arranged. Ah, but is something amiss? Is something awry, perhaps? Because we gotta go to here. This one should be self-evident. So maybe it actually connects to here. And then this one, I don't know what that one's about. It might actually be coming out of here. See that? See that? You see that? Y'all see that. Which would, by extension, make this the most optimal path for the plain frosted Okay, I'm gonna poof. Want to play some My Time at Sandrock before bed? Understandable. Thanks for popping in, Blue. See you later. Take care. We'll talk to you again soon. Have yourself a great rest of your week. That goes for all of our lovely, lovely space cadets. If you gotta bounce, understandable. If you want to keep Spaceman on in the background, that's fine too. Because if one thing's for sure, we will continue to chit-chat to the void.
Awesome.
Awesome is right. Look at that.
We made it through autumn so fast. I guess new
So
things
this looks
will
like the
come
last
forward
one out of this
even
batch.
otherwise.
That'll be 3 boxes down, and that might be a good place to call it for tonight. Folks is busy. We're almost 2 hours in now. It was a nice, charming little game. I'll probably continue to play this. And of course, we're going to want to go set up a raid, so we're going to have to start looking for somebody to go say hi to. If anybody's got suggestions, you let us know. Otherwise, we'll be checking our friends lists. See who's working tonight, who's having fun. Now, let's figure this thing out, huh? We gotta go, I'm thinking, whoops, something like here to here. No, that won't work. To here. Or maybe something like here to here to back around to there. How are we gonna get that to work? We gotta see some crisscross action here. Once again, we can figure this out by sort of reverse engineering it, huh? So after getting sprinked, we need that frosting. Frosting into the fruit. The frosting to fruit pipeline. Which then takes us to an exit. Why wouldn't it just be... Because we need sprinkles. That's right, the sprinkles. We can't go frosting to filling. Or whipped topping, whatever you want to call it. One of these has to connect down here, like that, see? Like that, see? Which means we have to come in like this. So maybe it goes like that, something like that? And how does the other one finish up? You need to leave some space there. So that we can have sprinklage, which loops back in there, to here, to sprinkles, to there, to exit. Now maybe we can make a path here. Except that cream biz has to be the end. Which leads me to believe it should go like this. And then to an exit. So the other one could also go like, But now there's no entrance. There's no entryway here. It all comes down to these two terribly positioned sprinkle pieces. That's our issue. That's our issue. Need something that goes up and then comes back. Comes back around. Let's see here. I wonder if they're supposed to crisscross more. You know what I mean? Like this one. Where should this one exit? That's the question. Because what if this one went like this, and then hooked into here, and then went on its merry way? Maybe we start from there, huh? What if we started from there? Because then this one could go down and get sprinkled, get frosted, and still exits. And we would just have to connect it via something like that. So that solves one of them. Frosting, sprinkles, whipped, and out of there. The other one doesn't have a good way to connect here. But everything else is fine. It goes frosting, sprinkles, whipped, fruit, exit. Now we can make it work. We'll just do some extra biz there for style points. There we go. I think we got it. Let's speed it up. Let's see the finale, huh? That's 1 and 2. We nailed it. We got this. Donut box complete. That's like a quarter of the game done. Good job, everybody. Especially Spaceman. Oh, thank you, Spaceman. Oh, you're welcome, Spaceman. Charming little soundtrack, too, I will say. Move on to Romantic Twilight. There's 12 of these. Spring Dreams, Summer Morning, Lunar Night. So there's never an expressly winter one. Hot Summer, Tropical Rain, Autumn Festivities, Oh, winter snow, so there is one. Deepest midnight. Ooh. Very, very cool. Well, we are going to end it where we ended it, which is to say, at the beginning of box 4. We're just going to save if we have to save. Otherwise, we'll just exit right on out because, you guys, we're going to head back on over to the station. And we're going to call it quits for tonight. It was a good stream. Very productive. Very, how you say, enjoyable. Not the sort of brain teasers that I was hoping for. Kinda basic. But at the same time, still a good time. We had fun. We got to spend time with the cadets. What more could you ask for on a Tuesday? That's what I'm saying. Let's head back to the station. We'll get ready to close out the show. And you guys know, that we're going to want to send you all off on a cool little raid. So let's take a look here. See who's working tonight. I know what we're going to do since we didn't get around to doing it last week. Because we were so excited to go say hi to friend of the show, Corey Ojo. We are instead going to go say hi to the Game Grotto. That's Meg and Don because they are doing a guys' night. Don's got some friends of their show, Blue Star and Derpy, on, and they are playing Unusual Findings. So that sounds fun. We're going to set that up. You guys, remember to say nice things to Don and the boys. Be on your best behavior as representatives of the Space Cadets. Do your best. Not only with the raid, but with all things in life. We're going to set that up real quick. James Drotto. Let me search. Let me search for it. There we go. There we go. All right, so that's it for us here tonight, you guys. Thanks again for joining us. I hope you all had a pleasant little evening. I know we did. And we're going to be back at it again next week. But for now, everybody, I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in wherever and whenever you are. You can join us again, as I said, next week, Tuesday, same time, same place, 8 p.m. Eastern, right here at Harbor Station. We'll catch you on the other side, Space Cadets. Until then, of course, no matter what life throws your way, good luck and Godspeed. This is Vector Spaceman signing off for the evening, for the moment, but we will be back. Now stick around for that raid, because we're about to send you off for some more grand content for your evening. Say hi to Dawn and the boys, and we'll see you all again real soon. Bye-bye, everybody.